Drake, whoever it is, right? There are spiritual implications when it comes to music, just like with movies, right? And you have to guard your eye gates, you have to guard your ear gates. And so you have to understand that when you open these ear gates, when you open your eye gates, it's like you're positioning yourself to be ministered to in the same way that David would play music for Saul, and it shifted the atmosphere. When you put on them headphones, all right, when you turn to that certain channel or you sit back at that movie theater watching that movie, all right, it's no different than when you go to church, right, and you sit there, your eyes are open, your ears are open, and the preacher is preaching and he's ministering to you, all right, to your soul, right? You can come into soul ties with music. It's not just through sexual relations and things like that. You can come into covenant with words, word curses. You can come into agreement with things. And so there are laws of the spirit. And, no shade. This is just, the truth. Recently we talked about this. McCrae said that, secular hip hop is not some demonic tool in Satan's hand, but we know that is not true, and this is why I say a lot of these people are not equipped to lead you in spiritual matters, because we see the messages that are pushed out, right, through the music. We see how the music influences a lot of people. We've seen guys like NBA Youngboy came out and said, man, I'm sorry for what my music will influence people to do. Music is very, very powerful. And so I want you to send this to all the young people. Yes, we've been talking about this stuff for years. Everybody's making videos nowadays, but I've gathered a couple of different clips. It's about 4 minutes long. I don't want to make this video long because I want to keep the young people's attention. And young people, I want you to understand that you have to be careful what you listen to. I know a lot of people look at the music industry, and sometimes we can talk about it so much we get complacent. Oh, the music industry is demonic. Hollywood is demonic. And then you hear it so much you get complacent and you don't think it's a big deal. That is why it's important to continue to talk about these things and continue to show these things and expose the unfruitful works of darkness, as the Bible says. The Bible says, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. Some of you are not where you need to be because you're listening to the wrong music, you're coming into agreement with the wrong music, and because you're in covenant with these things and you have soul ties with these things, God cannot do what he wants to do in your life, all right, because that you have to be pure, you have to be holy. You can't let that filth inside of you. And so, Cardi B recently came out and said something. I'm going to show it to you, and I want you to see it for yourself. But what I'm going to do first is, because I like to make it where people can't argue and like, oh, Cardi's just crazy. She's just saying stuff. I'm going to show you Nicki Minaj and Beyonce first, a couple of interviews I put together, and then Cardi B at the end, all right? And this is not going to take long. It's about 4 minutes. I'm not going to repeat it. So send this to all of the young people that, parents, just show it to them. All you can do is give them the information, all right? So here we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. Boom. And I just want you to see the pattern, okay? This is not a joke.
Thornton is a crazy boy who lives in me, and he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. He was conceived in rage, so he bashes everyone. He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out.
Roman is that dude that I turn into when somebody needs to get checked real quick. You know what I mean? No. But
Notice you're going to see Cardi B's going to say something similar about like a boy living inside of her. But even look at the way she's dressed. It almost looks like a drag queen.
You know what? Roman is just someone or a side of me that makes me feel like I can do anything. Like I don't have to, curb myself and watch my mouth. And I think we all have a person like that inside of us. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's politically correct all the time now. And it's like Roman is the antithesis of
Now watch how she says, do you guys want Roman in here? And then it's like she's summoning Roman. And we've seen videos where Beyonce and them are doing this stuff on stage, and you're going to see it out of Beyonce's own mouth, all right? Give me like 3 more minutes.
What up? What up? You running Roman? I'm Roman. What's up? Let's go. Let's go.
Yep.
What's good? Queens is in the building. What's good? Tim, what's up? So you asked Roman, you brought him out. Let's get it.
Now, Roma, what's the situation with Roman's revenge?
Roman's revenge is just about taking control. Saying Roman is here to stay. And anybody that ever doubted Roman is going down in a coffin.
Don't stop, kids.
But you'll still put on the music. That's like, y'all so desensitized, like that's not weird to you. You know,
Stop,
she's
Bella.
wilding,
Chill
Roman
out,
is
mama.
here to stay, rah. And it's like, I'm still gonna listen to the song because I like the beat, which is witchcraft in itself. And I told you before, you know, if you look into like African spiritualism,
Ugh, I used to like
you know,
this
the Aztecs,
song. I
they
used to
used to
like her.
beat
That's
the drums to invoke spirits. And so they're very good at the beats that they choose. It almost puts you in a trance. You don't even know what they're saying. They're rapping so fast, and you just sitting there like, yeah, man, this beat goes hard. It's all part of the strategy.
Hey, if you don't take control of your career, guess what? You'll be stuck in the freaking sunset watching the sunrise.
You know how Nicki Minaj says that someone named Roman lives in her? Well, that Roman came out before.
When they meet me and they speak with me, they're expecting Sasha. And I'm really kind of shy, and not really shy, but more reserved, and nothing like Sasha. I cannot do when I'm in rehearsal. I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen.
Can't do it till I let the spirit in.
And I can sing notes and sing strong, and I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt.
Same way we raise our hands up in what? Watch this. Look at me on the big screen real quick. I'm gonna show you it's all spiritual. The same way that we raise our hands as a sign of surrender when we worship, she's raising her hand as a sign of surrender to this spirit, Sasha Fierce or whatever she wants to call it. Same thing. She's saying, enter me, okay? Take over my body so that I can make this money real quick, so I can get this fame real quick.
Something else come into me.
I saw the devil. I grew thick in skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the holy book, but still inside me, coiled deep, was the need.
I still don't understand just off of that line alone. When she said she takes pages from the Bible
I don't like it.
during that time of the month, and she uses pages from the Bible to plug her, you know what? And Christians still be defending her. Like, that is a strong delusion. That's witchcraft. Really, these are cults.
Need to let God give me this life. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Why did God give me my talent, my gift, my family? But I know you're not supposed to question God. I'm so grateful for the life He's given me. I'm so grateful. I'm alive and
This video screams, help me.
I'm living my dream. I'm living my dreams.
It actually makes me sad to see the tears, but this is an old video, but I'm showing you all of these I like to put everything together to make you see it. Because if I just show you one, then you're just, you know.
It's like,
Cardi
you know, I
B's
paint
just
my toes
crazy.
right.
Cardi B-
She did what she did.
Cardi B
It's
video's about to
tripping.
play now.
She tripping.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me, and he says the things that I don't want to say.
But look, you know what's so funny? I already asked him, like, how does she know about glory hole? I be telling y'all, I am a gay man. There's a gay man that lives inside
No,
me.
you just a gay
A
man.
whole gay man. He's a butch queen. He's not a queen. He's a butch queen.
You
He's not a
act
queen.
too
He's not a butch
much.
queen. He's not a DL. He's a butch queen. He lives inside of me.
Right?
That's crazy. Wow. Never heard her say that.
That's not,
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me,
It's creepy, y'all.
and he says the things that I don't want to say.
But look, you know what's so funny? I already asked him, like, how does she know about glory hole? I be telling y'all, I am a gay man. There's a gay man that lives inside me. A whole gay man. He's a butch queen. He's not a queen. He's a butch queen. He's not a queen, he's not a butch queen, he's not a DL, he's a butch queen. He lives inside of me. I'm telling you.
So, you heard all three of them
Okay, guys.
say this, right? She's got.
So I got like a strawberry matcha. It's good, but I think I'm gonna put like
when she lifts her hands,
whipped cream
right,
in it.
she feels something come inside her, come upon her, and now she's able to perform. Nicki Minaj, right? This Roman guy that's living inside of her, right? You saw she summoned Roman to say the things that she can't say, do the things she can't do, and now Cardi B is saying something similar. Why would you still listen to secular music? They're telling you that they're operating under demonic spirits. And so whatever they conjure up and they put out there, Satan is the prince of the air, airplay, airwaves, and you allow that stuff into your ears, you are playing with witchcraft. Rebellion is the sin of witchcraft in itself. Right? They're rebelling against God with their lyrics, with the things that they're doing, with the things that they're saying. So I'm going to keep this video sweet and short. I want you to just share this with young people that you know. Yes, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, all of them, witches, Madonna, all of those people practicing witchcraft. But these are three of the biggest ones, worldwide that a lot of people know. The other ones are bigger too, you know what I'm saying? But I just stumbled across these videos of all of them saying the same thing. And Katy Perry used to be in the church, so she's bad. So send this video, all right, to people that you know are still listening to secular music. Use
So
this
what
as,
happened with Tamar
conversation starter,
Braxton?
Right? Just
I'm gonna look that
how
up.
are they gonna know without?
I want to know what happened. What's going on with her? I'm so happy I didn't get into like this music industry stuff. Or like modeling. I really wanted to, but
What is up, y'all? Damn it, we gotta get into what happened to Tamar. Tamar, they done found you for dead. You left her for dead. You left my child for dead. They left Tamar for dead. They left her in a pool of blood.
that's scary.
When I got this news the other night or this morning or whatever it was, the doctor had to come to the office because I'm just like, oh my God. Oh,
Dr.
God,
Storm.
I can't put your face together. I can't put your teeth together. They say she going to Dr. Heavily, even though Dr. Heavily charged about $5,000 too, so you might as well go ahead and fly down to Columbia. So first things first, this was Tamar's statement right here. She said, okay, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, hold on, I'm gonna try to read it in her boy. I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak, child. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, some teeth, and mobility. Crack heart. The way I look at life now, child, is totally different. Hold up. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me, for real. Heart. I don't even know what happened to me. Crack heart. Now, okay? So everybody went around on the internet trying to figure out what happened to Tamar. The curious case of what happened to Tamar.
She's
Why
pretty
was she
though.
left in a pool of blood?
But what
Did she
happened?
fall? Was she high as hell? Was she drunk as hell? Well, let's just tell the story about what happened. So what we do know is one of the last people that she was publicly seen with is Funky Dineva, okay? This is Sunday night, I guess. Sunday night, Monday night, something like that. They was at some club in Atlanta, I think it's called V12. You see, Quentin came out, today is his birthday, I believe, so they were definitely celebrating his birthday. Funny thing is, even as they're like hanging out right here, I don't know who this dude is next to Tamar. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming he's gay. He looks very gay. But Funky Dineva ain't even dressed for the club. Funky Dineva look like either as somebody's damn chaperone. You know when like your parents chaperone you at school dance, you know they come to like, oh, let me get the shit out the way. Like Funky Dineva looked it so disinterested. Okay, like he didn't even want to be there. Shout out to Funky Dineva.
I did take an edible. I actually want to get off the line because my boyfriend just got in town and he down there cooking bitch. We having smothered pork chop.
I can hear it though.
We have a smothered pork chop over yellow rice with what green we eating? What he said?
Okay.
With cabbage and cornbread.
That sounds good.
Now listen, let me just go
I don't know about
ahead
pork
and
chops.
get this
'Cause I
out
don't
the
like
way.
that.
Okay, before we even get to the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady.
We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, "Let's turn up for your birthday." We went down to the V12. Shouts out to
Oh my
Vinny.
gosh, I want to
That
go to Ruth
V12.
Chris.
That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, they're making a whole lot of noise. We left there, we all got in the car together. Car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, "Can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number?" I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time, and it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time, and then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I know some of y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased. Y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something, and I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. Now I know for some of y'all that's not gonna be good enough, but you're gonna have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number.
Why
So
is she the lady? I
that's
thought that was your
on
friend
I hope
though.
we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, "Q, I'm missing 4 teeth." And then I wrote back, "I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing?" And the lady didn't respond. Okay? So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth.
That's crazy.
That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay? Second.
Okay, so as you see, that was Funky Dineva's response. And he made it very clear. Look, I don't know what happened. We went out, we kicked it for my birthday. He said that they
I
went
don't
to
know.
that club.
I think it's
and
crazy,
then after
all
that,
this stuff
she
that's
got
going
dropped off
on.
at her house. But if you notice, and shout out to Funky, happy birthday. But if you notice, Funky is addressing it, of course, because y'all kept asking. He's the last one that was seen with her, but also because he's creating an alibi for himself too. Because if law enforcement gets involved, if investigators really get involved into this case of an assault, which is basically what this was, which is what I heard, which is what I'm gonna tell y'all, he want to cover his own ass, and I don't blame him for that part. But the interesting part is that he kept referring to her as that lady. I don't know what happened to that lady.
Right.
I don't know what happened to
I
that
thought that
lady.
was
Now,
like
that
his
could also just be
friend.
his shit and his thing that he does on his show, but it definitely came off as if he really didn't give a fuck about Tamar. He really didn't like her like that, and they wasn't really friends like that. Let me tell you something. One thing about this game that I learned is that none of these hoes is friends. For real, for real. When they together, it's still business. They may hang out, but it's business. They may go to each other's house, but it's business.
Alright
You
guys,
understand
I'm
what
about to
saying?
end up
Ain't
turning
none
this
of
off.
them
This
really
is
friends like that.
crazy.
For real.
I'm pray these people get it together. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and read my Bible. And it's like a journal type thing. So I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna write in it my thoughts. I I have been doing some of them, if you could see. They're like written in, all that. And then I'm gonna read my Bible scriptures and then look on my phone as well, so. Gotta stay on that and be consistent with that, so. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great Friday. Be safe. And yeah, talk to you guys later.